And today we're gonna jump into some things. I'm gonna more so like go over the games that are going on tonight and just give like my critique just based on like what I've been seeing lately because it's been a lot of like nonsense really between some teams. And I want to talk about the Nuggets coach firing, just a little bit on that. I'm not too heavy. I don't. It's not a like big thing to me, but I like to talk about it with one of my guest hosts in the future as well. So I'm gonna save that conversation for then, but I'm just gonna get my thoughts. And I also want to get into the Lakers lately. So let's start with the Lakers. So Lakers Nation, baby. Lakers have been up lately, and people have been feeling them like for sure. Like, so last night, right? I'm like, okay. So they beat OKC in the first game that they had last week, and then this week OKC ended up beating them. And I'm just gonna tell you, I have my money on OKC like from the jump because I just know that with them, right? What they do is, and I've said this a million times, but here we go again. They analyze the other team's defense and just like what was going on that like made them just like not be able to get the job done that first time. And then they end up coming up with a game plan. And that game plan normally results in just good things for the team, good things. And Shea Gilgis Alexander, I believe he had another 40-point night last night, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go to NBA.com. Give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't have my information pulled up. Okay, so on the box score, right? Because I lost my parlay that I put in only because I put Wiggins on there. I don't know why I put Wiggins on there. I just had hope that he would come in off the bench, give them like 10 points, um, at least three times throughout the game. It just didn't happen. He actually only played like 12 minutes. So, if I had just put like 3 points on him, I would have got that. I guess he hit like one three-pointer made. Yeah, so. One out of four. See, there was a potential there. There was a potential. But every time I put like okay, so what you want to do is you don't want to do too much on the star players, right? Because with the star players, sometimes they literally just they, they flop. Like it sucks. Like it sucks. Like they flop. Like literally. Like because if you're playing a defensive team like Orlando, okay, see Houston, something like that, they're gonna isolate you or try to play you one on one. It's so many different like strategies that can be used to like isolate like that one player. Like the other day when the Houston Rockets played the Warriors, I believe it was, um, they kept Steph Curry to 3 points. He shot like one three-pointer, and that was the end of that. Like that was literally the end of his night. But getting back to OKC, so in this game versus the Lakers last night or whatever, so Jalen Williams had 26 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. My guy came through. Shea Gilgis Alexander, 42 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. My guy also came through for me. Only person who ain't gotten through for me is Aaron Wiggins. Now, if I had taken Aaron Wiggins and I had put him down for no, that's still 9. So yeah, he just wouldn't have got it for me last night. So, that was my bad. That was a dumb bet, but hey, I be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. Chet Holmgren definitely met my expectations. Did what I needed him to do on the floor. I ain't bet on no Lakers because I was like they about to get punished tonight. I was like they are about to get punished tonight. Like I already knew, like from the jump. I was just like yeah, like that's not what's going on. But yeah, so tonight, um, now let's do the Denver Nuggets play tonight. Yeah, they play at 10, and the Denver Nuggets are playing Sacramento. So, with an assistant coach on, I think that I don't know if there's an issue. I don't know if there's tension. I don't know about anything like that. I don't have any like background information on that. So, I mean, it sucks that like they fired the Denver Nuggets coach. What's his name? Michael Malone, I believe. Um And yeah, so yeah, that's his name, Michael Malone. I always mix some of the coaches' names up every now and then. But yeah, so that sucks. There's a lot of information out here about that. Like I said, I would like to have a in-depth conversation about that later, but for now, we're just gonna focus on the games that are coming on tonight and what exactly is going on and what is looking like in this NBA land, NBA world tonight. So first game up, we have Boston at Orlando. So I'm definitely like, let's look at the last Boston Orlando game because if I'm not mistaken, I think Orlando won the last meeting. Hold on, Boston Orlando last. Let me see. No, actually they lost. Yeah, Boston beat them up actually. Um, so it might have been a meeting before that, or unless I'm just looking at, I got the wrong game. Yeah, actually it was. It was the meeting before. No. Yeah, that was December 23rd, 2024. The Magic beat the Celtics 108-104. January 17th this year, the Celtics beat the Magic, Orlando Magic. Um, did I just say Boston beat the Celtics a minute ago? I don't know. Anyway, so we're talking about the Celtics and Orlando Magic. So we got 121-94. So what we're going to do is take a look at the injury report, right? For Orlando Magic because that plays a big deal in everything going on tonight. That's sweet. So we got Jalen Suggs out, Morris Wagner out. That's the normal people, right? So then I like to go to the roster and I like to just look at certain people because sometimes they'll have people out, but it won't say it. And you have to like click on their name. So you gotta that's why you gotta kinda like keep up with the games and you gotta keep up with injuries and things like that, obviously. Um and shout out to Jalen Wells and I pray for a speedy recovery for him. Whatever needs to happen for the Memphis Grizzlies. He was injured last night on a dunk attempt. Yeah, it was bad. Had him out on the stretcher. He's a rookie too, so that's why it kind of sucks because it's like, yo, he's just coming into this world. So prayers out to him, and I pray for a speedy healing for him. Okay, so it don't really look like anybody's out other than Jalen Suggs and Morris Wagner, which have been out. So I'm expecting Franz Wagner to come out here and shoot his best shots. You know what I'm saying? Expecting a lot of defensive plays. We got Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebounding. We got Goga Bataze, and he's been doing a lot more as well on the floor when he can. Paulo Banchero, obviously, future MVP. Cole Anthony. Let me see. Is my man Cole Anthony out? No, he's not, and he's good. And he's a shooter as well. So I expect it to be a highly defensive game. As I said before, Orlando doesn't really like have high scoring games like that. I feel like because they just play a bit more defense. They don't want you to shoot or they want you to shoot a stupid shot. So on the Boston side of things, let's look at that real quick because and I'm just gonna go through this quickly. I don't have much time today. But Al Horford is actually out today. So um as far as the twins being on the fly, calling the twins because they're okay. So I know they call Almond Thompson and Tyrese and like the Terra twins or whatever, but like I really feel like Al Horford and like Porzingis on the floor together is just like a match made in heaven. It's like chef's kiss like every time. Like they're so good defensively and they can both shoot threes and they're big men and it's just freaking amazing. Like I love watching them play together. So moving on to the next game of the night. We got Philadelphia at Washington Wizards. And Wizards might actually win this one. So I mean, unless Quentin Grams has a like 40 or 50 point night, like I expect Washington to come out and just do what they need to do. They've been playing well, decently, I mean, not well enough, obviously, for me to consider them NBA level, but they've been decent. So shout out Alex Sarr. I don't know the injury report for that game. I'm not looking into it. I'm being very honest. I'm not going to bet on that game. But if I do, I'm betting Washington 100% over the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay. Now, next we got Charlotte at Toronto. Um, Again, another game I don't really have thoughts on. Toronto's at home, so I probably put my money on their spread, for sure, because they always cover their spread at home. Like they've been known to cover their spread. So Charlotte, LaMelo Ball in and out all the time. Miles Bridges trying to do all the work. You got Mark Williams in and out. Um, I don't know what to tell you. Like, put the money on a spread for Toronto and call it a day. I don't really have much to say about these teams that aren't really playing like they want to play. Los Angeles Lakers are playing Dallas tonight. This is the big game of the night. So everyone on the Dallas except Kyrie Irving, I believe, is getting healthier. So they're playing in and out games. You know, I think we're gonna have a good game tonight. Like you got as long as Anthony Davis isn't injured or anything like that. You got Luca, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. They calling them the big three. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the memes going and everything with them. So I feel like tonight about to be a vibe for LA and Dallas. Yo, like Lakers and Dallas is about to be a little vibe. Like they might get outscored. They might get disrespected. And you know what's gonna be crazy? It's gonna be crazy if they get disrespected by like a beat up Dallas team that's still getting healthy. Like, oh, that would be such a vibe. Oh my gosh. I would love to see that. I'm just like, I know I said I was a Lakers stan the other day. That will actually never happen. I don't think that will ever happen because it's overhyped. And it's not necessary to be so overhyped the way that it is. And I know LeBron's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, Luka Doncic is cool, but I don't know. Something missing. I don't know what it is, but something is not there that I need for me to have my final pieces moved over to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I just don't think that'll just ever happen because OKC is just such a better team. They're just such a better team. I don't care that they lost the other night. They don't have anything really to play for anymore. They're going to beat everyone's record. They could even lose these last games, right? So I feel like if we got a combination of Lively, Gafford, and Anthony Davis on the floor, like I feel like we can get a lot done with that, right? We can throw the lobs, um we could dunk whatever we need to do. Like so it's all like it's gonna be up to let's let Spencer Dinwiddie, PJ Washington take over and kind of like just like run the team. Anthony Davis, he's a good I feel like leadership wise, I feel like plays the background, but I feel like he'll say something if something needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, coach, like let's run this play, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I feel like Davis is there to help. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a helpmate for real, for real. Like he gets some rebounds, make sure they're secured. That's what he does on the floor, and that's why he's so valuable. He's so valuable. If it's a shot that needs to be taken, he's gonna take it. Like, and he's always been this way. So it's awesome. It's awesome to see. So I would just love to see what goes on tonight. It's gonna be an interesting game. So I'm looking forward to this Los Angeles Lakers Dallas game. You know. I would love to do another live game pod tonight, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible. But if so, I might do it for that. Then we got Miami at Chicago. I don't really have much to say about Miami at Chicago because I feel like Miami should definitely beat Chicago. But, if Miami doesn't beat Chicago, is Kobe White still injured? Like, is he even really injured? Like, is he going to be on the floor tonight? Like, all of that plays a part in, like, how this game is going to go because, when you have shooters on a team, like, all over the team, you could easily get outscored. It could look like, oh, this team sucks and they play no defense, but they got people who can shoot. So them shots is going in. They filling the buckets up. So, it don't look like he's injured tonight. Hold on. No, that's the wrong team. What are we doing? Hold on. Let me look at this. But for Miami, the injuries, Isaiah Stevens, Kevin Love, Haywood Highsmith, Nikola Hovick, Andrew Wiggins, and Drew Smith. So that sucks that Andrew Wiggins is still out because he's a good shooter as well, and it just would be helpful um, for them just overall. As far as the team, just having all the shooters on the team that you need, like that would be very helpful. But unfortunately, that might not be the case tonight. So as far as injuries, we got Kobe White day to day. White will be rested Tuesday against the Cavaliers. So I mean, today's Wednesday. So let's see what he's doing. Nikola Vivukic. And it doesn't say if these guys are like out today or not. It just says that they were rested yesterday. Kevin Huerter, Josh Giddey, Trey Jones is out. Lonzo Ball is out. Don Sunmu is out. So I mean, it's not looking good if half these guys on the injury report don't play, meaning on the day to day list. Like we need Nikola Vucevic. Oh my God, I cannot say his name right for goodness gracious. We need him for the rebounds. We need Kobe White for the scoring. We need Kevin Huerter, Josh Giddey. We need for the scoring and rebounds as well. Like Josh Giddey is like all over the floor, just trying to do like what he can. Ever since Zach LaVine left, they've just left them with like nothing really. And so like Kobe White has had to fully step up and fully make those plays and everything. And it's just difficult to do sometimes. Just depending on the vibes and everything. Having to step up like that in a major way is a lot, but like I said, we think Chicago's tanking, right? So hey, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, let's get through these last games. We got Portland at Utah Jazz. um, both teams are scrappy. If Walker Kessler's playing, put your money on Utah. That's all I'm gonna say. San Antonio Spurs at Golden State Warriors. Golden State, I feel like San Antonio has decent defense. They're not going to keep Steph Curry from scoring. I'm pretty sure Steph Curry is embarrassed about the other night he had. I'm pretty sure tonight Steph Curry is going to have a 30-point night at least against the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs are very scrappy and they've been playing their butt off. Listen, they've been trying to do what they got to do, but it's just not working and it's not going to happen. So, sorry. You got two of your stars out, De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama. Like, I don't expect, like, I know Stephen Castle, I'm sorry, is trying to step up, and everything. And my guy's good. Like, he was dunking better last night than he was on All Star. I was like, yo, like, Stephen Castle is out here dunking during the game better than he dunked on All Star plays. Like, and that's crazy that you were in a dunk contest, but like your dunks on the floor are better. Wow, sir. Okay, I see you. So, yeah. Um, and maybe Devin Vassell and Stephen Castle, maybe to have, I don't know, 15 points apiece. Steph Curry, I think he's going to hit a 30 piece. I don't know what Draymond going to do because he's just full of drama. Like, it just, it's funny to watch. Like with Dylan Brooks, it's funny to watch. But it's like, bruh, every game, like, can you have one game where you don't have no drama the whole game? Like, one game. One game. I was watching a video earlier and it was Mike Epps, and he was like doing a comedy show. And so Steph Curry and what's his name? Draymond Green were in the crowd, right? So he's like, "Oh, Draymond Green's in the house. Shout out to him." And he's like, "I've seen them like sick him on people and this, that, and the third because he's so aggressive. It's crazy." But like, I don't mind it. It's entertaining to be honest. I'm just asking, is there one game that we could find where this for this season where he wasn't doing too much, like one game, and he wasn't injured. He was just on the floor, but he wasn't doing too much. Like my guy just does too much every time, and I love it. But at the same time, Jimmy Butler's on the floor, Steph Curry, Draymond Green. I think they gonna, show the San Antonio Spurs up. I don't care if Chris Paul's there or not. Um, Next we got OKC at Phoenix. I don't care that OKC is in Phoenix. Like we already know how this about to go. Like it's about to be a blowout. So put all your money on OKC and that's it. And I wouldn't the point wise, I would definitely put the over. Let me look at what it is real quick. Hold on. I need to hurry up too because I need to get going. Um, Come on, guys. Why do y'all do this to me every time? I'm in the same place. Like, just let me look at the bets. I don't need to log in. Lord Jesus. They just gotta log me in every time. Okay, so NBA wise. So we looking at a spread for OKC at the Suns minus 9.5. Yeah, I'm taking that. Yeah, I'm taking the money line, and I'm taking the over. Because at the end of the day, even though Phoenix like is lagging right now, they still got shooters. So unless the only other way this could go under is if like, and I just feel like OKC's gonna play their little hearts out tonight. I don't feel like they're gonna need to play hard. You know what I mean? So it's like if they're playing hard, like that means they're playing really aggressive defensively. Like, and if that's the case, then I would say definitely take the under. Like I will wait to see what the game looks like. And I know that kind of sucks sometimes because then it'll be like 1,000 for the money line, right? But if you just do the spread and the over under, you'll be fine. But yeah, I would definitely wait to see if they put Devin Booker in a box. If they put Devin Booker in a box, it's going to be a light scoring night for the Suns. And Bradley Beal, I'm just he's so great when he's great, and it's just like I just don't know if he's going to be able to keep up with the Thunder tonight. I just don't know if that's going to be a thing. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that game, but I'm excited about that game too. That's my game of the night. Okay. So I'll watch the Lakers and then I'll turn that off and watch my OKC play the Suns. Then we got Denver at Sacramento. Denver, the vibes is kind of right now. So if the vibes is kind of off right now, I'm going with Sacramento. 100% money line. Put the money down on it. I don't care what place they're in the conference. Put the money on Sacramento. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, +3, +130. It's not even a high spread. Like they could keep the game so close. And then 234.5. Okay. We going over, baby, because it's the Denver Nuggets. I don't care that it's whatever's going on. They still the Denver Nuggets. Okay, last game of the night. You got Houston at the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay. This is going to be a fun game because I like both teams a lot. And Houston has moved their way up to number 2 in the Western Conference. And the Clippers, I believe, are number 4, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Hold on. Standings. Yeah, standings. I just need the conference standings. Yeah, Western Conference. Yeah, Clippers are number 4 because you know what Clippers do? They go out on the floor and they do what they need to do. They make things happen, baby. They make it happen. So I ain't putting no money on this game at all because I don't know what's gonna happen. But I think that it's gonna be a fun night. Okay. Um, I hope Dylan Brooks gets into it with like Chris Dunn or somebody, somebody a little more aggressive defensively. That would be a nice little matchup to be. No, it wouldn't. But it would be interesting to see. But I feel like these two teams are chill. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rockets do too much sometimes, but like the Clippers overall, like everybody on the Clippers, they just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? They just be out there playing their ball, playing well, just doing what they need to do. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a highly defensive game. Would I say high scoring? No. So I would go under on that, but I put do the plus money on either team because I feel like it's gonna be a very close game. But yeah, so those are my thoughts for today. That's my sportscast for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And this is your host, Monica Cherie, with the Trapmiss Sportscast. And I am signing out now. Peace.